Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And here's Sola. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He'll try from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Surely now! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard. And back to the keeper they go. And the keeper's given it away. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Borussia Dortmund yet to have an attempt on goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Yaya Toure. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's put paid to the danger. Roberto Carlos. Raul. O'Shea. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great vision. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Raul. Tries a deft little ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That has not gone well. No, that was never going to make it. And that's gone route one. Engages and forces him off the ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Some good work on the right flank here. Counts finding himself in space. And it's Kimmich. Looking for options for movement.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Baresi. Well, played right into his path. Lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Raul. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's their second corner of the game. Spread to the right. Raul gets flagged offside. This is a promising build-up. Seedorf. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement is...
He'll try from distance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And this is a great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Opts for safety.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been cut short. Yaya Toure. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Delivers with whip. It is a corner, good chance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Seedorf. It's a really well-measured ball. Raul picks it up out wide. And the ball is out of play. Ibrahimovic. And he was quick to react. He's trying to hit the front line here. Pirlo. And this is Raul. Oh, real chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Ibrahimovic. And he's heaved it away.
Raul clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
McAllister is the team's great visionary. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Raul. And it's McAllister. Bergkamp. Over to the right flank. And he's intervened well there. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And here's Van Nistelrooy. That is a brilliant interception. Seedorf. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Raul. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! Couch. It's Bergkamp. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro. Torres. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Van Nistelrooy! Ruud Van Nistelrooy! A giant among strikers! A finish of true class! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably...
And this is Raul. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
McAllister. Spread to the right. Oh, nice touch. Dixon. Wriggles his way through. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, well played, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Couch. Yaya Toure. And Dixon. And here's Couch. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Raul. Tries to thread one through. Zola is in a really good position out wide. Might be Ibrahimovic! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's a terrible pass. He's in, must be! It's Ibrahimovic! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? O'Shea. Raul. Can he spark a counter here? And he plays one through. Bergkamp. And it's Bergkamp. Played out towards the right wing. Threads one in. Bergkamp.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
McAllister. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? That's a throw.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 21. Camisa 19.
60 minutes played.
10.
Yaya Toure,
Camisa
he's
18.
found space here.
Camisa 25.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Camisa 14. Teremos uma substituição.
Kaká making good progress on the right-hand side. Kubo is onto this. Pings in and a header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
McAllister, and it's Neymar. No, he's not getting his way this time. Neymar receives it in a good position here. Borussia Dortmund perhaps contemplating their next change here. Kubo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kubo! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Kubo clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Gnabry. Oh, nicely intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's in a great position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, strongly challenged there. Forlan. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gnabry with the delivery. That has been knocked clear.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
O'Shea looking for a runner, floated through. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Roberto Carlos. Borussia Dortmund very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. It's Forlan, nicely spread. And here's Gnabry. And he's in. It's Forlan! So close to drawing level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Neymar. Knocks it out wide, and the pass is intercepted. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Cannavaro.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And here's Van Nistelrooy. So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Pass somewhat off target.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think if they're going to win this, they're going to have to play to the strengths of this fella, João Pedro. Considering his power and his technical ability, you want him on the ball with space around him because he can make so much happen.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Odegaard. Now Yaya Toure. Now it's Haaland. And it's Cucurella. And it's Rice. Odegaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now the breakaway. And here's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
First quarter of an hour gone. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball swung in. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Clark. And he's got the beat. And the shot! It's there! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice control. Rice. And it's Yaya Toure. Showing good feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ozil. Derby are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Clark. Ozil. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Rice plays it short. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rice. Yaya Toure. Now it's João Pedro. He's in a great position. Haaland!
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Odegaard. And they can counter here. Clark. João Pedro. shifted it to the flank. Clark, he has found the way through. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rice. Cucurella. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kaut. Clark.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. And it's made its way to him. Hoisted in. And that's the keeper's ball. So, a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Borussia Dortmund go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 21.
So right back into the action.
Number 9.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 13, Fernando Torres. Number 11.
Now it's Kaut, and it's Van Nistelrooy. And Torres! And that's a good finish. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We're looking at a different game now.
Borussia Dortmund really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
And he's heaved it away. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Kaut receives it in a wide position. In by Kaut. Brilliantly cut out. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, super find. That's tidy. Hangs one in. That's a decent clearance.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Cucurella. Ødegaard. Spread out to the left. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's certainly onside here. Stones did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Couch. It's a searching pass. Van Nistelrooy finds himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Couch. Clark. Stones cuts out the pass. Ødegaard. And here's Torres. That is good strength. And that has been cleared.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Ødegaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dixon. Ødegaard. He's a sharp little ball here. He's on it, can he get away? Just about up to 75 minutes. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Derby have opted to make another change here. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do here. Just get the ball to him and hope that something happens, a little magic.
Substitution.
Ødegaard. McAllister shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, good effort! Oh, it's taken a touch.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He is through here. And the finish! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And here's Torres. Looking for the run. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Ødegaard. And it's Ødegaard. That's a cute ball. Couch has the space to scheme.
3 minutes at a time.
Oh, great leap! That's put paid to the danger. Lovely feet. Yaya Toure. And this is Couch. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Also. And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, overconfidence.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Not the most accurate pass. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does, the perfect blend.
And the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Deftly away. Now it's Cantwell, engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice looking ball. Couch. Now it's Rice. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Takes a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Big chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. That is great defending, so alert. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dixon. That's good play. Lovely ball and a real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serves up a cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he can clear it away. Well, that's a little loose. Ruben Dias. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah,
and a shot! Same again, same outcome. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Yaya Toure. Cantwell. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tomiyasu. Adams. Now Ruben Dias. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ødegaard. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Ødegaard! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Rice. And here's Torres. Tries a measured ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tomiyasu just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Borussia Dortmund can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And that has left him in a heap. Rice. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Ødegaard knocks it into space. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there. Nicely intercepted. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Ødegaard, given the lift of his goal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for the run. And here's the shot, surely! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the key.
And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Borussia Dortmund firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So we're underway for the second half. And here's Torres. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Cantwell. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Cantwell.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a cute ball. Torres receives it in a good position here. Forced to go back. And Yaya Toure! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Van Nistelrooy being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never...
Impressive jump! He will be livid with himself.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Toure, who's set up 1 goal so far. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. And here's Torres. Oh, that's a key interception. So we've reached the hour mark.
Was 28,997.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's a promising position. That's put pay to the danger. Out of play for a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fernando Torres. Played out towards the right wing. Couch. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Tomiyasu. Rice. And it's Yaya Toure. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Pass somewhat off target. Yaya Toure. Dixon looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No, that's been intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rice. Out towards the flank. Yaya Toure. And this is Torres. Fernando Torres driving forwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rice. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Torres. Oh, good spread. And here's Couch. Now Ødegaard. Borussia Dortmund have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Van Nistelrooy. Over to the right flank. Ødegaard. Forshaw wins the duel this time. Ødegaard makes a dash for it. Ødegaard! Oh, it's come off the upright. Some resolute defending there. Forshaw. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's a sweeping cross. He's having a shot! And it's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Number 23, Ohashi. Number 25, coming on the field, number 11.
Blackburn give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Yaya Toure, and Yaya Toure! Brilliant from Toure! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now goes for a shot, and he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 2 minutes is number
I doubt
15,
very much that this was in the script.
Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
It's a really well-measured ball.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Terrific effort! Blocks! That's really good defending. Couch. And it's Ødegaard. Rice. And Adams. Tomiyasu. And it's Rice. Now Ødegaard. Dixon. And it's Yaya Toure. Passing nice and neat. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tomiyasu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
That's a risky ball. Oh, what has happened here? Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Couch flashes it across, and they've got rid. Vifa. And here's Welbeck. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's neat. Ødegaard picks it up out wide. Over to the right flank. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Yaya Toure. Van Nistelrooy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's in a great position here. That's good play. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's Kadiolu. He has a look up. Count. Now Ødegaard. Rice. And Adams. Tomiyasu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice. And he's quick to snatch it back. Spread to the right. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kadiolu. That's going wide left. He has found the way through. Tries to cross. Cross deflected behind for a corner. goalkeeper's dealt with that. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And this is Torres. Surely he can't miss. Borussia Dortmund looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Kadiolu. Welbeck receives it in a good position here. Played out to the left flank. And he's had it nicked away. Ødegaard. Rice. Lobbed in behind.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Tomiyasu. Now it's Rice. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Borussia Dortmund go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Borussia Dortmund are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Rice. And it's Yaya Toure. Rice. He's having a hit! Torres gets flagged offside. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Couch. And this is Couch. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Rice. Rice is being harried and hassled.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Borussia Dortmund are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that was asking just too much of him. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Borussia Dortmund disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Ødegaard. Van Nistelrooy. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitutions taking place.
That has been slung wide. Welbeck.
Brighton really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's looking wide. Searching pass he's played there. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Distributed tidily. He's in plenty of space here. Could be danger here. Dixon. Rice. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Vifa. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Ødegaard. Looking for options for movement. This might spell danger. Borussia Dortmund still ahead by the game's only goal. Rice. Chance! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nice. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ødegaard shoots. That's a fair try, but just off target. Gross. Shifted it to the flank. He is through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicked it back promptly, and it's Kadiolu. That's at the end. Borussia Dortmund are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Van Nistelrooy taking in the accolades, having been...